Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Codex After Dark. My name is Tim. This beautiful guy over here is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is the owner and proprietor of Instagram, Dan Kelly Art. And right next to him is the Ric Flair of comic books,
Woo!
Uncle Gary.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a full show for you tonight. We're talking polls, the hottest issues of the week. We've got a ton of back issues, some slabs to show, and of course, Uncle Gary's showcase. Sal, do you know what that could be? Do you know what he's showing tonight?
No clue.
Oh, look at the question
Exactly.
mark. Nice. It's going to be classic books. Give you a hint. Early 70s.
Oh, right on. I'm ready for that. What everybody else should be ready for is to find us on your favorite social media platforms. All you got to do is type in, you guessed it, at the Codex Station. That is where you will find us, your favorite social media sites, and where we're live streaming right now, especially on Kick. Hello, all you Kick viewers over there. Once again, type in at the Codex Station, and that is where we will be. Sal, when you are not doing Codex stuff, where can people find you, good sir?
Usually screaming into the void, like Dan usually says.
There you go.
Sometimes
when I'm not
do this.
Yep, sometimes. But when I'm not doing that, you can find me on YouTube under Sal's Comic Corner, and when Dan allows it, Instagram as the Slab Guy 77.
That is fantastic. Dan, tell us all about this place that you invented where we can go and show photographs instantly.
Yes.
Well, it's really nice being a visionary. I do not own Instagram. I did not create it. These are not my statements for the whoever is in charge out there.
We are on Facebook Live, by the way, so there's that.
You can find me on Instagram, Dan Kelly Art. I post a few times a week. Check me out. I'm so close to 700 followers on there. Single digits away. So
help this man get there.
Yeah, help me.
Missed it by that much.
By tomorrow, you'll be at 700. Gary, you are already at 700. And what do you do when you're not doing Codex stuff? Please let us know.
When I'm not doing Codex stuff, I am one of the proud co-owners of Comic Logic, the only comic book store in Loudoun County, Virginia. If you're in Northern Virginia, please come by, say hi. You can catch me there every Wednesday at 11, getting my weekly fix. And we can pontificate, we can talk books. That's right, got to have it right here in that dang. Got to have it, my 4-color ink. You can catch me at Comic Logic. The first 3 Thursdays of every month, we are on Facebook Live. First Thursday is a Comic Logic preview show where we talk about new books that are going to be available for purchase through the Previews magazine, and we preview them for you. How about that? Isn't that catchy? The second and third Thursday of every month, 3 of the owners of Comic Logic, we get together and we do the Ye Grumpier Old Nerds, where it's 3 old men getting together, pontificating about things we like: comics, sports, movies, TV shows, and that kind of old man nonsense. And also, you can catch the covers that I post every day on the site, Comic Character of the Day, that our buddy Archduke Kevy started. And I do the covers every day. I put a lot of old school covers in there, so hopefully you'll see covers you've never seen before. So and I'm under the moniker Opie Taylor. So there you go.
Fantastic. And one last thing, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this awesomeness that is comic books, don't forget the sponsor for this week's episode. That would be W Energy. Go ahead and head over to w.gg, type in keyword code -X so you can save 10% on your order at checkout. It's wonderful. It's awesome. No crash, no afterburn, no bad aftertaste. Sal recommends it. Dan loves it. Uncle Gary, have you
got an order in?
I'm a boring water guy, sorry.
Well, fair enough.
But if you put it in front of me, I would certainly partake and try some.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Gary says he'll try it, so that means you need to too. Type in keyword code -X to save 10% on your order at checkout.
10%, baby.
There you go.
Listen, I'm afraid any extra energy, this would just explode.
All right, so let's get into this. I have got a massive chunk.
That's a mess. That's a chunk.
Yeah, it is.
Did you
Uh,
Bragging now. Woo!
right. So we are going to start with DC. We're going to
Tim,
go
can we
from
see
there.
your
Brave
massive
and the
chunk?
bold.
Do you want to see my massive
I
chunk
want to
again?
see your massive chunk.
I
show
will
the
be-
massive chunk again.
I apologize again. I misbehaved already. 3 minutes
Anytime,
in, misbehaving.
anytime you ask to see my massive chunk, I will show you in private or in public.
Ooh.
Anytime, dear, anytime. Just take me to dinner afterwards. All right. So moving forward, let's go ahead and start with the awesomeness that is Steelworks number 3. But before we do that,
There we go.
hi.
Hey.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's get
So
up close. Oh,
Steelworks
look at
number
that
3.
cover.
Oh, great cover.
That's
It's amazing.
fantastic.
Great
This is the
cover.
B cover. It is written by Michael Dorn of Star Trek fame. And if you don't know, when Steel was in animated form, he also did the voice for that. So there is that wonderful, beautiful B cover. Moving forward from there, this is something from last week. This is Night Terrors. I don't know exactly which one, but this is the psychedelic cover. It's got Sandman right up there.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that the error one?
No, this isn't. This has all the proper colors. The
Okay.
recalled error one, where it's green, it was black instead.
Okay,
But,
yeah.
yeah. So this is the right one. Next, we are going to continue down with Night Terrors. We're going to go with Night Terrors Titans. This is the C cover.
Ooh.
I like it.
Nice.
Dark.
Yeah, I do too. This is pretty hot at the shop that I work at right now. My Guys Comics in Clinton, Tennessee. Come on in there and say hi. Moving forward from there, Night Terrors Batman number 2.
Very nice.
Love
Yep.
that. And then we have, to end my bit of DC, we have Night Terrors Poison Ivy number 2. The covers on Poison Ivy Night Terrors is
Ooh.
unreal.
Yeah.
Very cool.
God, bananas. Yeah. So that's all I got for DC this week. Dan, what about you? What do you got for DC?
I got a few of them here.
All right, let's do it.
On top, we have, I think this was last week actually, but Doom Patrol issue 4. I'm
Nice.
sorry, the Unstoppable Doom Patrol issue 4.
Unstoppable, baby.
Yeah.
Until the miniseries ends, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Then,
Yeah.
then
Okay. Yeah.
they-
So they're
then
not
they become
totally
the-
unstoppable.
Then they become the Stoppable Doom Patrol.
or the stopped, you know.
We ran out of gas, guys. We only got 6 issues.
This one is one of the books I'm really digging right now. Justice Society number 5.
Yep.
Nice. I am
Yeah, I love
so
that cover.
glad that is out.
Yes, and the they're doing the 3 miniseries for him too: Green Lantern, Flash, and Sandman.
Yes,
Nice.
they are.
Oh,
Yeah.
real quick, let's say hello to one of our watchers, Valvez BT Dubs. Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
Hey, what's going
Hello.
on?
Good
Glad
evening.
you are
Thank you for-
here.
Thank you for joining.
Absolutely. Dan, please continue. Sorry about that.
No, it's cool. I got 3 more. I got Night Terrors Ravager number 2.
Yes, that's the only one that is not selling at my shop right now. And I can't understand why.
Cover's so great.
I know.
I also got the Batman or Night Terrors Batman number 2,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
and then I also got the Night Terrors Joker number 2.
Where
Yep.
he lives a normal life.
Yeah,
I love Batman creeping out of the wardrobe.
Right.
Yeah.
the horror.
Right.
So that's it for me for DC this week.
Okay. Uncle Gary, what do you got for DC, brother?
All right. We'll start off with the Night Terrors, and all our Night Terrors we've sold out of except for the Batman books, and that's because we ordered a ton of them.
Wow.
You know, but all the other Night Terrors are sold out, baby. So got the Black Adam.
Yeah. I
base
love that.
cover. Yep. So let me get. I'm sorry. There we
Yep,
go.
right there. Perfect.
Adam. Got the Black Adam B cover.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that one too.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
Like
is
that a
Eric
lot.
Robertson?
Yes, I believe it is. Yep, that's Derek Robinson. Good eye. Good eye, Sal.
It was Dan.
It was me.
Oh, Dan. Good eye, Dan. I wasn't looking.
was Dan.
That was Dan.
That's
Thank
all
you.
right.
Yeah, you
Good
both look
idea.
the same.
Yep. That was Batman Night Terrors, as we all
Nice.
know. The funny guy, Night Terrors, Joke Man.
Right on.
And again, Batman coming out of the wardrobe was just hilarious. And
Yeah.
then Ravager,
Yeah.
Night Terrors.
That cover's so
Um,
cool.
Yeah.
Miss Poison Ivy, Night Terror. So that's the Night Terrors for this week. The 5. I also got the Adventures of Superman, John Kent.
Nice.
I've enjoyed this. They're in the Injustice universe, which is kind of neat. That's
Ooh.
the world he's kind of been shunted to.
Okay.
And like Dan, I got Justice Society 1.
So good.
I mean, I'm sorry, Justice Society number 5, which I really liked. I really loved the ending too. I thought the ending was fantastic.
Now, is that going to be a mini or is it an ongoing?
It's mini.
God.
12 issues, I think.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Hopefully it sells really well, and they say, hey, let's keep it going.
I also have the 1 in 25 sweetness here.
Ooh.
Nice.
So, love that cover. That's
yeah,
really
that's great.
And then a collected. One more. My man, Peacemaker tries hard.
Tries hard. That is a top seller.
Hard.
This book is killing me. It is so damn funny.
Wow.
My dude, that's a blouse. Just if you haven't read it, you just don't know. And we had a collected edition of Something Wonderful, a book that I actually was proud that Sal took my advice and got. The hardcover of Green Hell.
Nice.
Yes.
One thing, Green Hell. Doug Mankey, Jeff Lemire writing it. This book, as Sal can tell you, is phenomenal.
Yeah,
the art,
is.
the story, the characters in it. So if you didn't get the 3 Black Label books, that's okay. Get this hardback right here, Swamp Thing, Green Hell. Mwah! Thank you.
Nice. There's going to be a review by Sal coming out not too far in the distant future. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Is that it for DC?
That is it for DC, my man.
All right. Sal decided not to join us for DC this week. So
I do not have any pools this week because I could not get to the shop. So
there we go.
all I have is 2 back issues.
Nice.
2 back issues. I can't wait to see what those are.
Oh, I know. They were a gift from a very special guy.
That's what I heard. I heard that guy is as special as it gets.
That's amazing. All right, moving forward, let's get into some independence because there is some awesome stuff this week, and I think that's what I have the most of. Maybe Marvel, but independents are a close second. So if you guys remember Carissa Grant, who did Redemption, her latest issue came out. She was at the comic shop today, and I went there and talked to her, got the latest issue of Redemption, so issue number 5.
Oh, cool.
Got her to sign that for me too.
That's
right
awesome.
down here in the corner. Yeah. If you guys haven't read this, go look at our one shot we did with Carissa Grant and go check out the interview too. She goes really in depth into this. This is her passion project, her swan song, and she is doing it, guys. Every Kickstarter she does succeeds. She's got a loyal following for these, and she gets top tier industry talent to do variant covers for her. So definitely give this a read. It is worth your time. I also got the Redemption coloring book.
Ooh, look at that.
And it has all covers, A's and variant covers in here for you to color and enjoy. I am not doing that. I'm going to leave it as is. But
that is some sweet black and white right there.
Is that not? That's what I told her when I saw this today. I was like, why would I color in that? That just looks so cool. So there's that. Moving on to the rest of the independents. Gentlemen, did anybody get this week? Conan the Barbarian?
I did not.
I thought about it, but I didn't pull the trigger.
This is the F cover. I'm interested to see where it goes. I haven't read it yet, but this is on the top of my reading list. This actually sold out at the comic shop I work at.
Yeah.
So we had to get
and Marvel just lost Conan's rights,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
They had it for a while. And as stupid as it is, the Savage Avengers with Conan in it, I like that book.
Oh, yeah.
I like that book. And it seems so ridiculous, but I like the book.
Yeah. So there goes my dog again. Moving forward, we have the last issue of The Last Ronin, The Lost Years. This is the A cover. I love it. I love the homage to what will become the Last Ronin main series. The B cover I passed on. The Eastman cover, I wasn't a big fan of that. I've been getting them, but I just passed on that one this week. And I got the C cover here, which I thought was a lot better.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of the covers for it, I had stopped in Walmart today and we were walking around. I saw in the magazine book section, it's a hardcover that's just the last Ronin covers, and I flipped this and I flipped through it, and it's just, there were so many variant covers for the first series that they made a whole book that's like that thick.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that too. Moving forward, we have Spawn 344. This is a connecting cover with the current King Spawn issue. I didn't grab that yet, but I am going to.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's
I
cool.
like
so
that.
the other half, the King Spawn issue, is just the skull on the rest of the issue, and it looks wonderful. I just didn't get a chance to pick it up. Then we have the B cover for 344, which I dig.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, I like that too. And then we have, and this is my last of the independents. This is a new series that just came out. It's called The Sacrificers. And I am interested in checking this out. It's by Rick Remender. Or Remender. I apologize. So
Nice.
new series by him. Very interested. I think it's only going 5 issues. But yeah, this is what I'm kind of intrigued with. I don't know much about it. I just know that this town, these people down here, sacrifice their firstborn to this high family or something like that. So we'll see.
The cover alone looks interesting enough to pick up.
Doesn't it though? Yeah. So that's that's intriguing. All right, that's all I got for Marvel or for Independence. Dan, what about you? What do you got?
I just got 2.
Okay.
I got this Order and Outrage number 4 of 4. So this is the last issue of the miniseries, and
Nice.
it's it's a sci-fi thing. I just saw it on the shelf, the first issue. I was like, oh, Jim Starlin and Rags Morales, like that's a pretty good combo. I'll check it out. And then the only other book or indie book I got this week is issue 3 of Something Epic, the A cover.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love that series. That whole series is good.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it for indies for me this week.
Okay, Uncle Gary, what about you? Keep this indie train rolling.
All right. Well, like you, I went the barbarian route, but I went with a different barbarian. I went with Fire and Ice.
I almost got that, but I passed on it.
Yeah, Fire and Ice from the the Ralph Bashiki animated movie from back in my day, which was really old. So I got that cover, and I also got the Frazetta movie poster cover.
That's there too.
Oh.
I might pick that up now.
Yeah,
Gary,
so that,
you know what?
I like that.
I will pick it up, and you and I can do reviews on the issues.
You know what? I've enjoyed it so far, and here's just an interior page. I think the art is pretty nice.
Wow.
On it, so I mean, I'm digging it. And I got an independent book that a buddy of mine, Ken Hubbs from the Comic Hub. Thank you, my brother. He got me a book, and Dan, you're gonna salivate over this one, my brother. Here we go. You ready? Look at this Rocketeer cover.
Ooh.
Oh,
By Gabriel Delato. This is number 232 out of 444.
Oh,
Dan, isn't that sweet, brother?
That is
nice. I would buy that and slab that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It comes with a certificate.
Oh, nice.
Let's see, on the back there.
Wow.
By Delato. So Ken Hubbs from the Comic Hub. Thank you, brother. He knows I dig the Rocketeer. So, and Dan, I figured you're my kindred spirit on the Rocketeer, man.
Yeah.
So I figured you would really dig that. So, what a beautiful book. And you're right. This would look great slab.
Yeah. Is that it for Independence for you this week?
That is it for Independence for me, my friend.
All right. Once again, Sal is late to the party. No Independence this week.
Promise. I'll make it up to you all next week because it'll be a ton.
All right. Sounds
Will you
good.
have a thick stack next week?
It'll be thick.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
You sound like a pirate.
Oh,
It's a thick one, mighty.
It is.
all right. Enough of the thick stacks. Let's go to the thin stacks. the ones that are easy to manage. Let's go with some Marvel. So starting off, we got X-Men number 24. I am not reading this right now, but I just got it for the cover.
I love that cover, Brooks. Yep.
Yes. Mark Brooks.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I had to pick this up. And then I've got X-Men number 25, and this is the first of the Alex Ross connecting covers.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep. So
Yep. I got those on order, baby. Okay.
Yeah.
We were shorted on those. We didn't get it, but man, hopefully we'll get it. Yeah.
We only got the one, and it went into my box. So
well, there you go.
Yeah. Then we got Moon Knight number 26.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think this is some of the best Marvel that is out right now. This is top tier, really well written. McKay, Sabatini, and Rosenberg, they are doing wonderful. This is part of the Who Are the Gods acronym storyline, and that is the Mole Men right there. So I'm excited to get into that.
So that ranks above your Zeb Wells Spider-Man?
Oh, by and far.
Oh, come on.
Leaps and bounds, slings and webs, way above. Speaking of webs, we got Venom Lethal Protector number 5. So the final issue there. Yeah, pretty excited about that. Next, we have an awesome cover that Zeb Wells had nothing to do with, including the story. And this is the Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1. And this, I don't know who the artist is, but it's similar to Peach Momoko.
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
It's similar, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I dig that. I dig that a lot. The next one is my first Star Wars book since Marvel has done Star Wars. And this is Dark Droids number 1. This is the C cover, and this is hot. We had this on the shelf for, I think, all of 45 minutes, and it sold out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading this, and I think I'm going to follow the story through all the titles that it's going through. See how I dig it.
Dark droids. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come looking for you?
Exactly.
Right? That's right.
Have Luke Skywalker chop him in half. Some more Brooks goodness. We have the Avengers number 3. This is his corner box variant.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
I like that.
Oh yeah, gotta love it. So good. And Tigra's got the snarl. Hawkeye is a laughing, and Thor is very serious.
My man Wonder Man rocking the shades.
That is right. Yeah. Very cool. Next, we have George Perez Awesomeness. This is She-Hulk number 15. This is his Jack of Hearts.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I love it.
I almost got that one too.
Yeah, this is great. I really enjoy this cover.
Of all the Perez ones, that's one of the top ones so far.
Yeah. Danny Ketch Ghost Rider number 3. This series is fantastic.
I love it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, if you're not reading it, guys, you need to. And this is the variant cover for number 3.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
I'm loving the regular Ghost Rider book too.
I haven't gotten into that. I've been thinking about it, but I think I want to just stay focused on Danny Ketch, and then after that, I'll pick up if the main series is still going. Ultimate Invasion number 2, the A cover. Really enjoying that. And this, I think, is my favorite cover of the week aside from the Brooks stuff. And this is the Incredible Hulk number 2. This is the C cover. Take a look at that.
Oh,
okay. Tim, have you read that book?
The first issue, not number 2 yet.
So I just want to say the second issue by personal friend Philip Kennedy Johnson. I read it and I loved it, and it was so freaking creepy. And I messaged him and I said, Philip, that book was eerie. It was creepy. It was fantastic. I said, that's the kind of book that Bernie Wrightson would have loved to draw. And he messaged me back, my brother, high praise indeed. To hear that, because Bernie would have loved that book. So wait till you read number 2. It's just awesome.
I have heard a lot of people say that the new Incredible Hulk should have been what came out after Immortal Hulk.
I agree. Spaceship Hulk, I don't know what the hell that was.
Right. So, yeah. So if you're not reading the Incredible Hulk, not only do I recommend it, but Uncle Gary highly recommends it.
Highly recommends it.
Definitely check it out. Speaking of which, Dan, why don't you give us a peek into your Marvel this week?
All right. Well, I have. I thought I had bought that Incredible Hulk. I was just gonna throw that one up there, but I don't see it in the pile here, so I will have to check on that. I got this. I think this actually came out a week or two ago. This Darth Vader Black, White, and Red issue 4.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
And
awesome.
I really just got it because one of the artists in here, Danny Earls, I have set up to interview next week. So,
Ooh,
very
very
nice.
nice.
so I'll be recording that next Tuesday, 8 a.m. my time, because he lives in Ireland and there's a 5-hour difference.
There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye out for that in the future.
Keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
So, wait, hey Dan, one more time. Is it this Tuesday coming up or a week from this Tuesday?
This Tuesday coming up.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I was gonna try and help you out, but I don't think I can.
Okay. It's all right. No one else has to get up that early.
Well, I do. I've got to go for my first in service day where all the drivers get together. So
I will be
what
just
happened to my
pouring
summer,
first cup
man?
of coffee.
All right. So I also got Star Wars: The Mandalorian #2.
Nice.
Yep.
Love it.
Daredevil Echo issue 3.
Right on.
I like that book. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and Ghost Rider's in there too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hallows Eve #5, the final issue of the miniseries.
Yep.
I've enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Also got Moon Knight #26.
Nice.
Yeah, like Tim said, one of the best things Marvel's putting out right now. I think that and Daredevil are my two favorites that they're doing.
I'd
Yeah,
put She-Hulk
Daredevil.
right up there with that.
And then by DeMatteis and Todd Knock, if I'm saying the names right,
Ooh.
Magneto issue 1 that takes place back when he was mentoring the
New Mutants.
New Mutants.
Mutants. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm blanked on that. So
So that's around
but looking forward to
X-Men
getting that one.
200, right?
Yeah,
What's that?
roughly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Dan, that's awesome. That's amazing. Uncle Gary, show us some more Marvel goodness, if you please.
All right. The first family of Marvel. Fantastic Four and the sweet Alex Ross cover.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
He
That's
is
nice.
killing it with them covers.
He always does, doesn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was yeah.
Speaking of a dude that kills it, unfortunately can't kill it anymore, but we love him. George Perez, Doctor Strange cover.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I've gotten so far all the Perez ones.
I
and will
love
get
the
them.
fact that they went through his archives and
Yes.
picked all that stuff out to put on covers. That is
And, you know,
so wonderful.
And some of it is more polished than others, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
100% fine with that. I think it's a wonderful tribute to one of the greatest creators that we've ever had.
It's
Yeah.
stuff we've never seen before. Not just not just reprints of other stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
So again, I knew when I saw the creators on this book that somebody would be very happy that there's no Wells on here.
That would be me.
Yeah. So Amazing Spider-Man Annual 1. And there was another copy of that I had to get because it was another George Perez.
George Perez one.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Perez Wolverine had to come with that. I got X-Men 25 that we got shorted on too. And this, a whole lot happened in the Hellfire Gala. I mean, almost too much for a single book happened in that.
Yeah.
Still trying to process this. This book here, X-Men 25, Kitty Pryde has some pretty killer moments, let's say.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So X-Men 25 was pretty good. I also like Dan got the Magneto book. I love the New Mutants. I really like that group, and I also got the B cover
Yeah.
of this. And just a quick New Mutants aside. So Cyclops, of course, leader of the X-Men, but the leader in waiting, they used to have it where it was going to be this guy, but Cannonball should be the leader in waiting because he learned underneath Xavier, Magneto, Cable, and then Cyclops when he came to the X-Men. And of the New Mutants, he was the field leader. He was the leader in the field of these groups. I just don't think they treat that character right. And for a while, that's the way it was going. And then he just got kind of shoved to the the back burner, but
Yeah.
hopefully I'll have some good. This will be a time where Cannonball was the leader, and they'll do him right in this book.
Very
Yeah.
underrated and underused character.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, he is. So that's it for my Marvel.
All right. Well, Sal, once again, third time's a charm, man. No Marvel this week, but
No Marvel this week.
you're going to get us started on some back issues.
Sure. Let's go ahead and start the back issue, shall we?
All
and I'll
right.
start with a very limited stack, as you can see. But this actually happened to come from Uncle Gary himself. Thank you
Nice.
very much, sir.
You're
Dan
welcome.
Dan and I did another on the spot there this past weekend or this past last week.
Yep.
And got to see some more amazing issues, like all of the Spider-Man issues. All of them.
I guess I proved.
Say that
that's
one
the
more
first
time.
time I proved that I do have every issue.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
All
Oh,
of them.
I've got
So-
one through. Oh yeah, all. Yeah.
Yeah, one through
One through all.
Yeah.
All.
one through
Yeah.
all.
All.
Yep. So
It's like
First
Sal
up, he gave us-
one of Venom every month.
Yeah.
what?
Sal has enough copies of Venom to feed starving children
Yeah.
in
You're not gonna feed starving
In
children by
Washington.
comic books.
Why are you going to feed children venom? That's poisonous. That ain't right.
Come on, Tim. What are you doing?
They
The
won't be starving
proceeds-
much longer when you give them the poison. Damn.
There you go. I don't know what I'm talking about. Show us this glorious back issue goodness.
All right. So he gave me a Lobo #1. Oh, he goes where he
Ooh.
goes. There it is. He goes where I
Ah,
got your cover enhancement right here.
Right here. Guy, right here. That's a thick stack of a cover enhancement.
Yep,
the
right there.
chromium cod piece.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Do you have your book report ready?
No, I do not. I do not. He also gave me this Justice League of America number. I'm sorry,
Ooh.
217.
217. 217. And
Wow.
it's just
George Perez.
George Perez sweetness
Fantastic.
with the Infinity
I
cover logo
love
on it, DC logo. So
I
This is
heard
just
a rumor that book might get slabbed.
it might be. It might
I
be.
hope so.
It's on. It is
Bring it
on the
down,
short
sir.
list,
Rumor has it.
Rumor
is
has
on-
it
rumor
may get
has it.
slabbed.
and that's what I had to kick us off for back issues.
Hey, what a way to get us started with Lobo's crotch right in our face and then the
Right.
Infinity
Yeah.
Justice League.
For my money, that is the best chromium use of the chrome covers ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't have a chromium codpiece to show you, but I do have some slabs. So
Oh, then
we're
you
gonna do
said.
that.
All right, show the slabs.
All right, here we go. So I got these last week. These are books that I sent out to CGC about a month ago, and this is X-Men #1. This is the Art Germ variant. Came in at a sweet
Oh,
9.8.
Ooh, look at that. It's beautiful. I love that cover.
Love it. Yeah.
And
you're redhead.
absolutely.
That's nice.
This cover is gorgeous in every way. Then we have another Art Germ variant. This is also very awesome. Symbiote Spider-Man #1. Also at a 9.8.
Very nice.
Yeah, so
That's
very
pretty.
happy. Yeah, very happy with this. And then we have a major disappointment. And I don't know what the hell CGC was thinking. Well, I do. I mean, they graded it. They know more than I do. But I am not happy with it at all. And I gave it to my son, who is extremely happy with it. So it was money well spent. This is New Avengers #5. This is the Finch cover. And they even got that wrong. It's not Stuart Immonen. It's David Finch. And they're dumb and stupid. And it's a 9.2.
Huh.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
God. I've been complaining about this for a week straight.
Now, does it have the QR code on the back? You should zap that and see what it says.
Oh, I know what the grader notes say. They say there's spine stress where I don't see any spine stress, and a bunch of other things that have to do with crinkles and all that. And there are none of it. Either that or my glasses just are not good enough.
Can they explain why they got the name of the artist wrong?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I should
What
reach
did
out
you
to
do?
them about that.
What issue number was it again?
New Avengers
Avengers
#5.
Let me go look it up.
Yeah,
It's
it's
almost
got
easier to keep the label the way it is with the info wrong on it.
it's got Finch's name right there on the cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
But,
definitely David Finch art. You could tell just by looking
yeah.
at it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely it is.
So there's that. That's my slabs, but we'll dive into these sweet back issues here. So I
Well,
picked
where
up.
can they see more of the slabs that you just showed off?
That was it, just the 3. That's all
No,
I
I
got.
said where else can the people here see
Oh,
slabs and others
Thank you
like
for
them?
that. Thank you for that
Sal?
segue there.
Yeah, there we go.
The Codex Station has a very special show called Slabbed, where we go over and talk about everything slab books, and we talk about how to slab them, what to slab them, value, FOMO, fair market value. Even we have an episode on just cleaning and pressing.
Yeah.
So you guys have to check it out.
Oh
Is there a
yeah.
we have
slab
Wes.
guy that runs that show?
Yeah, there's a slab guy that runs that show with
I
two
thought
very
so.
fine co-hosts of Tim the Terrible and Wes Rebel Scum.
The slab fairy, if you will.
Ooh.
No, Slab Fairy. Sorry.
If
That's
you
incorrect.
close your eyes and go to sleep right on time, boys and girls, Sal the Slab Fairy may leave you a 9.8. If you fuss and fight and give your parents crap, then you're getting a 9.2 New Avengers number 5.
Does he
With the
float
wrong
through the
label.
room in a tutu?
He has a cloth diaper, a half chewed cigar.
Scar. Yep.
Like the baby and Roger Rabbit?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, gentlemen.
I see Jamie's made it to the show without Jamie being on the show. Thanks, guys.
All right, let's get going. So I got some books for my buddy Paul. I got 4 to show you. This is She-Hulk number 1.
Ooh, the Savage She-Hulk one.
That's
Yeah.
right.
First
yeah.
appearance.
Very classic book. Can never go wrong with this. That's
And
Glad
the
I
first
got my
appearance.
copy before the price blew up.
I got Paul his copy when the price went down. So,
That's good.
Yeah.
so there's that. Then we have Gary. This is one you'll appreciate. This is Batman number 267. Tell me who the cover artist is for this, please.
I believe that's Ernie Chaw, I think.
Right.
Is it right?
I think so, yeah. So this is classic horror Batman. Looks
Awesome cover.
amazing, looks wonderful. It's a 25 center. And this book, Sal, is minty fresh.
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
I think when it gets graded, it's got two color breaking spine ticks, but I think this could come back easy a 9.2, maybe a 9.4.
I love a nice Reaper cover.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So check this out. We got Donny Cates' Venom number 1.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think I picked that as one of my top 3 covers when we did the
I
Comic
think
Book
so.
of the Week episode for him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was one of them.
Then to end Paul's books he got this week, this is Spider-Man number 1, the gold version.
Perfect.
Yeah, can't go wrong there. So now I'm going to breeze through these pretty fast, except for some specifics. But I went to an antique store today and picked this up, Batman number 118, Todd McFarlane homage.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep, I have that too. That's nice.
I got all 5 issues of Fortnite Marvel Zero War. So the codes are still in there. They're still active. And ladies and gentlemen, I've already torn the poly bags apart. The codes are getting taken out and given to my kids. So there's that. I got 2 copies of issue number 2.
Yep.
Number 3. Yeah, that's the whole reason why I bought it. My kids still play Fortnite, so they're getting the codes.
Very nice.
Remember when they first did the one with Batman, how crazy it got about that.
I've only got
we had
3
people
of those.
lined up. We had people lined up outside the shop before it opened.
I had the first issue on my, because I had to pull the miniseries, and I don't know anything about Fortnite. I've never played it. I've just seen what people talk about. I just got it because I saw a preview. I was like, oh man, Batman's gonna fight Snake Eyes in this. And that's why I had it on my pull. And like the day I went to pick it up, or I pick up my subscription, and that was in it. I hadn't really known what was going on, and the guy in the shop was telling me that like people keep calling, asking for it. He's like, no, we don't have it. No, we don't have it. Like people would go outside and then like get one out of their pull box and have someone else come in out of the car.
Oh wow!
And try and get another copy.
Jeez. So, Gary, this one's for you. This is my 1968 12 center that
All
I
right.
think you will appreciate. This is World's Finest, number 174.
Oh, love it.
Mm.
That is a Neil Adams cover.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
That's
like
my
it.
first Neil Adams, then, if that's
Oh,
the
nice.
case.
Yep. That should be a Neil Adams cover.
That is wonderful. Sal, would you do the due diligence and check?
Sure,
World's
I will
Finest
check. World's
174, please?
finest number what?
174.
All right, I'm looking.
If that's the case, that makes this book even more awesome because I have not had a Neil Adams cover yet.
What year did that come out? Do we know?
1968.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, we have here, I think it's called Ruby, RWBY. This is issue number 7. This is the recalled one, and I'm not exactly sure why it was recalled, but it is incredibly difficult to get a hold of in any sort of condition. So there is that also. That's going to get a slab. That's going to get sold. Moving forward, Dollar Bin, Find, New Warriors, trying to get all of them. This is issue 73.
Cover artist Neil Adams.
It is Neil Adams?
It is Neil Adams.
Yep, it is.
Right on. I just hit the
I
jackpot.
just found it myself.
Yeah, I went on my CLZ. I cheated.
It says on here that Ruby canceled from standard in-store distribution and distributed in Walmart packs.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Well, Dan, this one is for you. This is Squadron Supreme number 7 of the 12-issue limited series.
Ah, that's such a great series.
Yep.
Great series.
Yeah. So this is the first single issue I have for that. I read the series a long time ago, and I'm going to try and get these. I found this in the Dollar Bin.
I have the trade paperback.
I got that series a long time ago, back before comic prices and whatever. I think it was something I just bought like the complete set of them for someone. It was like $10, $20 or something for the whole thing.
I have the trade paperback of that where the writer Mark Grunwald, I think.
Yeah.
He passed away and his ashes were mixed into the dye of the trade paperback, the first one that collected the 12 issues.
Wow.
So I have that first edition that was from that batch. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because he wrote it and it was like his was his favorite thing that he had done, right? Like the thing he was most proud of.
Yeah.
Yep. It was a great series. It was really good.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead, guys. So if you can find a first edition print of Squadron Supreme, the 12-issue miniseries, go ahead and get that. Here is a cover I've been after for a long time. This is J. Scott Campbell, Spider-Woman number 1.
Oh, beautiful.
That's nice. I love J. Scott Campbell stuff.
I do too.
Yeah.
Steve Purdy.
Just about anything he does, I'll get.
Series.
Now, what's he doing?
I said he needs to do another Danger Girl series.
Agreed. Next, we're going to get into some Spider-Man. This is one of my favorite gimmicky covers, I guess you could say, but I don't even think it is because the whole cover tells a story. And this is the Amazing Spider-Man number 262.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they did a couple of these around this time, these photograph covers. And you've got Peter Parker in the back of a newsroom. There's rolls of paper and all that stuff. And then you got that guy right there who I think was the editor at the time, snapping a picture of Peter Parker as he's getting dressed into a Spider-Man suit.
Hey, Tim, last week the fellas came by, saw that cover, and 442 of his friends.
I bet. Well, I've got a couple of his friends right here, and I'm going to show them to you. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 272.
Very nice.
Yep, there you go.
Slide.
Yeah, slide into all the issues of Spider-Man that you have. That's what I'm going to do. This is Amazing 281.
Oh, I love
this cover.
Yeah.
Cover's great. I love that story too.
Who doesn't love floating heads? Come
Right.
on. Yeah.
Gary, I'm going to slide into your DMs. That's what I'm going to do.
You know, usually got to buy me dinner first, big guy.
Where you want to go eat, as long as it's under $20.
We go to McDonald's. You can supersize it.
Let me tell you something. I'm easy, but I ain't cheap.
Chinese food it is, I guess. Amazing Spider-Man number 353, the start of the round robin storyline. We
Yep.
talked
Nice.
about this
One of the
when
most
we did-
90s storylines there could be.
was so
Yep.
good. We talked about this when we did comic character of the week, Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Continuing with that, 354.
Yep.
Nice.
That is Bagley art, by the way.
Is that Bagley?
It is 355, and there it goes. It just fell on the floor.
Yes.
Whatever. 357. I'm missing 356. So
Good
then we have the last issue, 358.
And that's like a fold out gatefold cover.
Oh, yeah, trifold.
Try
So I've got two more here that I want to show, and these are it. So this book is blowing up right now. I think it's going for like 20 plus on eBay at the moment, and it's got a first appearance of somebody. I cannot remember who, but I picked it up the other day, and this is Taskmaster number 3.
Oh yeah, the first appearance.
Yeah, so I don't know who it is. Sal, if you want to look that up real quick.
It's
For Taskmaster number 3?
Yeah, with McKay doing the writing.
yeah,
Great cover. That is a great cover.
It
yeah.
is an amazing cover.
It's like a Korean superhero that gets
I think
introduced.
so. Yeah. But there's some kind of hype around him right now, so that's why it's doing real good.
I think didn't they just start a mini series that's recently that's him and some other heroes from that country, like it's a super team thing. I can't remember the
Possible?
Is it a K-pop super team?
But here's the big one I want to show you guys. So as soon as this came in the shop, Garen, the owner, set it aside for me because he knew I would want it, and I absolutely did. And it was a reasonable price too. And what with the writer strike and the actor strike going on right now, this book's kind of stalling on its rise. But as soon as it picks back up, this book is going to go. And this is Wolverine number 88.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful cover.
Yeah.
Yes. So this does have one color breaking spine tick. Beyond that, no, it has two. So I think that Wes thinks it could come back at a 9 or a 9.2. Boo that man. I think with some work done to it, I could get a 9.4 or a 9.6.
They didn't do the the variant.
Wow, how can you shake your head no?
I gotta agree with Wes.
For everything back then, but that's one if they did it like a virgin variant without all the cover shirts on it, that would look really fantastic.
But they're so
All right,
tiny, Sal.
I know.
Notice them.
I don't know. They're sticklers about that type of thing. What was your Taskmaster question again?
Kevin actually answered that. First
Oh,
appearance of
Tiger.
Gucci.
the Rubicon Tiger.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, first appearance. Yep, Tagaguchi or something. I guess that's how it's pronounced.
All right. Well, there you
Rubicon
go.
Tiger is much easier to say.
Yes,
Yep.
it's a big deal. People are loving it right now. But
Don't cross the Rubicon Tiger.
Rubicon Tiger. Dan, what do you got for back issues?
That is a badass name.
All
Right. So I also went to Uncle Gary's with Sal to record more and was gifted the gift of comics. So I got a Lobo book too. That was a different one. Is the Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special.
That is the greatest Christmas comic book ever written.
So you've read it. You've read it, right, Tim?
Yes.
I did read it, and when I went back, I was reading this. I was like, "Oh, this seems really familiar." Like I'm pretty sure I had this or read this some point because I was reading it. It was really familiar, and like the Easter Bunny hiring Lobo to take out Santa, and then Santa Santa being this like literal slave driver for the elves, and this big mastermind. It was ridiculous.
2-page spread of elf heads flying everywhere.
Yes.
And I tell people the book, I said, here's how I sell the book. 4 words: Santa, Lobo, knife fight.
Done.
Yes. And then I also got and you've seen it here a lot since Uncle Carrie joined the channel.
The Holy Grail.
Swamp Thing number 9.
You got one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It is one that is going to go right up in the rotation on my spinner rack.
wow.
Yes,
Place of honor.
yes, it's beautiful. It is a great story. I finished reading this too. Yeah, it's
What?
A really good story with the alien and how it starts out with them, and then the other group, and comes back to him, and the way that it ends being really tragic. Just
Yeah.
Wow.
fantastic story.
This is what I was telling you. Those first 10 issues of Swamp Thing
Yes.
are so wonderful. And that issue, it's got an alien, it's got Swamp Thing, and they're not the monsters.
Yeah.
They're not the monsters. There's monsters, but they're not the monsters. And it's just such a it's just such a sad little tragic ending. Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
the artwork
Well, I'm glad you dug it.
is so good.
Yep.
That is so amazing that both of you got gifted those books. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
wonderful.
We appreciate that.
They were good to me. They brought me gifts the first time. So, and
Right
I
on.
forgot I was going to give them those Lobo books, and I forgot. And then in the meantime, I had asked about, I think I'd asked Sal about that at the Frederick Kahn. I'd asked him about if he had the JLA 217, and he didn't. And then Dan had said to me, because he's seen that Swamp Thing 9 so many times, he had to give a copy. So I found a
I said I
copy
was
of that.
going to start keeping an eye out for one.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, no longer, man. Uncle Gary kept an eye out for you.
Well, I got it to Frederick Kahn because I do have my 9 copies now, and I can always have to have 9 copies. I mean, that's just how it is. But I bought that and had a 10th copy, so it was okay.
I got a couple other things too.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had seen this in an ad in a DC comic recently, and I guess I misunderstood that it was for a collected volume of something that already happened. I thought it was a book that was coming out. I thought the ad looked cool. This thing from DC called The Mighty.
Ooh.
I guess it was a mini series, or maybe it was a regular series. This does say 1 on the spine, so I guess there's more than 1. But yeah, I had mentioned it to the guy at the shop, and he found the little collected thing for me and put it. I guess it came out a while ago. Put it in my box. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'll take that.
On. All
and
right.
then I stopped by the store or one of the shops today when I happened to be in Frederick, and was digging through the dollar bins to try and find something, which was something else I found, but grabbed a couple other books. So got from Secret Wars, The Last Day of Ant-Man #1.
Ooh.
Nice.
Which was a good Scott Lang series. I got from around that time. I got a couple beat up old Marvel books, but I'd rather have them beat up and in my collection than not have them in there. Yeah. So there's a Captain America 127.
Oh,
nice.
A Fantastic Four 227.
That looks good. The Fantasticar.
Yes. A Avengers 131.
Oh, Legion of the Unliving. That's a 2-part story. It's awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
And Avengers 143.
With Beast. That's great.
And don't worry about how I'm holding them on here, people. Like, these are beat up enough. That's not doing anything to them.
They're nice reader copies.
You're just starting the book.
And then I saw all these in there, and I had to get them. It's issues 2 through 9 of the Excalibur series.
Yeah. Alan Davis, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Claremont and Alan Davis. And
so good.
Yeah, I saw those and I was like, I already had it, had gotten issue 1 not long ago from another shop a few months ago.
I have an
and I saw these, I was like, oh, 2, 3, 4. I was just counting them like, all right, as soon as it gets to one where it stops, that's where I'll end. So up to 9.
I have an unbroken run of Excalibur from 1 to 30.
Nice.
Yeah. Excalibur's great. It was awesome in the 90s. It was a great underrated X title. Very good. And
Colossus, they had that. It was like a one-shot type of deal first.
Yep.
And then they had the
ongoing. Yeah. Very good. All right, Dan, is that all you got?
That's it. What I got.
All right, Uncle Gary, the wheel is yours. Take us to the end of this show.
All right. Well, first, let me tell you some great art that I got this weekend from my buddy, Mr. Dan Kelly there.
That's some
Thank
good
you.
stuff.
Thank
Just
you.
great.
I'm glad you dig it. Yeah, I figured since I didn't even know you were doing comics then, I just started drawing. I was like, you know what, I was like, we're going back out to his house, and I was thinking, oh man, I haven't drawn Aquaman before, and that's his favorite character. I came up with the pose, and I had the idea for
the lighthouse. The
the
lighthouse
in
is
the
phenomenal,
background.
man.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
real proud of how that turned out. And like
So
I said,
it.
like I told you after I finished drawing it, whoever decided, hey, let's put all these scales on the top that he wears, that guy can just go get wrecked.
Yeah.
It's such a pain in the ass to do those.
I hear that, my brother. So anyway, it'll go into a place of honor, my brother. So I can't wait to get it framed and find a place for it up there. So, I had to hang out at Comic Logic today. Rob's on vacation, and gal that usually works with our main man Vince there was off, so I just hung out a little bit today, and I went through some of the recent back issue bins, and there's some books that I don't subscribe to, but I pull them off the rack every month, and of course when you do that you end up missing some things. So I completed 5 titles that I had that I was missing books in. One of them was I think it was volume 6 of Iron Man. Ooh. So here's a Alex. So this is an Alex Ross cover.
Yeah.
So I missed that. So I needed 12 and 13. I got the B cover for 13, but so I'm still looking for the A cover. But
yeah, that's nice.
It's the Jusco variant.
Yeah, that is So that title's finished. Immortal X-Men, for whatever reason, I missed number 7. So
right on.
That's another title that's completed. Now this one's only 2 months old. That I missed Batman Incorporated 9, so it still technically counts as a back issue. So
I gotta buy another copy of 7. I lost mine. I have no idea where it is.
Huh. Yeah, who knows?
Probably with Sal's Venom copies.
Well, I've been to 2 comic shops since I've been to the shop by us, and then the other one in Frederick. I was like, oh, this should still be on the shelf. Nope, it's gone.
So you need a Batman Incorporated 7?
Yeah.
Text me that, and I'll try to remember to look for it tomorrow, because I got to go back and help out tomorrow, hang out a little bit. So I'll look for it tomorrow. I missed Crossover 7.
Ooh.
I don't know why, but I missed that one. So
great series, though.
Yeah. Oh, very inventive. Enjoyed that.
Did you see the news of what happened to Donnie Cates, why he's been off the radar for so long?
No, what happened to him?
He got divorced, and I think that kind of messed him up. Yeah. But then he was.
It always does.
But then he was in this bad car accident, I think, like leaving a con. And, he was just at some convention recently and and told these guys that do a podcast that I guess he'd been on a bunch, like, hey, here's what happened. Here's why I kind of disappeared. He was in the hospital, and and he posted on his Twitter, or him or someone else posted on their Twitter, like pictures of him where he's in the hospital. He had this, like, he said the car he was in, or the car truck he was in, got hit from behind, and he, like, his laptop was open, so he cut open his head, and then he went forward and like messed up his back, and I think he lost like 6 months worth, like couldn't remember the past 6 months, and lost some memory before that, and was like reading his books to see like what was it I wrote, and like he was like really messed up, and
and what's going through Tim's head right now is, why couldn't that be Zeb Wells?
I wish no harm on anyone, but if Zeb Wells happens to forget the last 6 months,
but it also said too that like that's why his Marvel series ended. Yes. That's why his Image books are on hold. Except the article thing too said that he uncredited, that was it Stegman that does Vanish with him, that he's been ghostwriting and not taking the credit for doing the last few issues.
Well, maybe. Well, that hopefully, maybe he'll forget his divorce. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he makes a recovery, and
what's the punchline to the old joke? Why are divorces so expensive? Because they're worth it.
Oh my God.
All right.
Jeez.
So continuing down the road, X-Men Blue. I didn't give a rat's ass about that title, but I needed, for some reason, I missed 3 issues, 27, 30, and 32. So now Woohoo! I have a complete run of X-Men Blue that
There
will
you
probably
go.
be
That-
sold off as a set now. So
That was the one with the younger versions of them from the past, right?
yes,
Because
yes.
Gold was like the all new, all different team.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's,
okay.
that's what the blue was. I got a trade paperback's been out for a little bit, but the Nightwing
Right.
by Tom
Mhm.
Taylor, the
Nice.
first volume
Nice.
of that arc was really good. And then I have got in the mail my Batman Silver Age Omnibus
Nice.
collection,
Jeez.
it's collecting Batman 110 to 116, or 101 to 116, which eventually I will have all of them. My goal is to have Batman 100 up, probably 99 up. I'll probably get 99 and do that. And then I'll have Detective 250 up is my goal. And then it's got Detective 233 to 257 in here.
Wow.
So my by having all these omnibuses and then having my Batman books where they'll begin, I'll have every Batman story ever.
That's amazing.
Except for the world finest ones. That's a little different. And then my last got two more books. Tim, this one is for you. I showed it last week, my man, but I think you needed to see it on the
Okay.
show.
What do you got? Ooh.
So I know I sent you a picture of it.
Get your tinfoil hat out. Get your tinfoil hat out.
Aliens are real, ladies and gentlemen. It was confirmed in front of Congress. So moving on.
Non-human DNA. Wasn't that what was said?
Yeah, biologics. We can
Yes,
talk all about that. That's breaking the code coming up.
Yep. But isn't that spectacular?
Oh,
That's awesome. Yeah.
EC 1954. I just, this is one of the gold standards of UFO covers.
Gary, you and I have talked about this both on and off air. Those old science fiction books, those pulp science fiction comics and things like that, they are just so amazing.
There is a Marvel Tales that I want to get. It's a UFO cover. It's an early Marvel Tales, and it's an Atlas book. And a dude's driving a car, looks like Bogey. Looks a lot like Bogey. He's got a cigarette in his mouth, and he's like, his jaw's open. There's a UFO in the sky that he's seeing while he's driving.
Wow.
That is such a cool cover.
Seeing those books all came out during the UFO craze of the 50s, and they just fed right into it. It's amazing stuff.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, I knew you would dig that. And I had, like I said, I know I showed it last week, but I had to show it when you were on because I know that's your jam.
For sure.
I have a signed book. I've had it for a while, but I've been meaning to bring it down and show it, but I just haven't. So I have a book signed by somebody that I think is in the top 10 most important and influential people in the comic industry. And it's kind of an outside the box person. Anybody want to take a guess who that could be?
Artist or writer?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, come on.
Okay. You know what? Neither.
Ooh, okay.
Neither. Ooh.
I'm trying to remember his name. What was the name of the publisher of Marvel? Was it Stanley's uncle or something?
Martin Goldman. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. Not right, but it's a good guess.
I'm gonna go with an inker. I'm gonna say.
Wait, I know
Williams.
I know the answer. I remember.
Let's Sal and Tim guess the other guess. Sal, who you saying?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
Okay, Tim.
Williams, Jim Lee's inker. I'm gonna go that road.
Okay, go ahead, Dan.
It was, if I remember correctly, The Seduction of the Innocent.
Oh, Frederick Wertheim. That is a really good guess. I do have a first edition of that book, though. But
it wasn't. That's why I remember you saying something. I remember us talking about that book, and I was like, "Oh, that's what it was."
Well, no, that is an important person, but I don't know that I would put him in the top 10 most influential. He's close, though. He's close. Robert Overstreet.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Is that a first edition?
No, this is a replica of the first edition price guide, but Overstreet signed it. 57 out of 100 he signed.
Oh, wow.
Nice. So we don't think about it, but how influential was this dude?
Oh, incredibly.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I remember buying those books every 3 or 4 months they'd come out?
Well, yeah, they'd have updates. But now, do you all agree top 10 most influential?
Oh, top 5. Well,
Top
I'd
five.
put him that high.
Yeah.
Top 5. Absolutely. That man set the standard for pricing
Yep.
and showed true value in books, and he treated it not like penny savers, but like stocks. And it was highly influential.
Sal, Dan, you think top 10 too?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
agree. I would agree with Tim and say top 5.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think I do.
I remember, like I said, I remember having stacks of those books because it'd get them out, every time a new one come out, be like, oh man, I got to grab this. And the price guides in the back of Wizard were nice.
But nothing beat Overstreet.
For a few things, but you couldn't go as deep into it anywhere near like you could in those.
Yeah. So this is the 1970 book. You want to get you an Action 1, 1970, $300.
Oh God.
So that's a trip. But this came out on the when they had their big anniversary of probably 50 years of these things, and it came out. But when I had a chance to get an autographed copy by Overstreet, again, it's outside of the box thinking on that. But I'm with you all, fellas. I'm going to say top 5 too. I said 10 to be a little conservative with it.
Yeah,
but I agree. This
he is on the same list as I think Jack Kirby and Stan Lee for Marvel, and then Siegel and Schuster, Bill Finger, those guys.
I put Gardner Fox in there a lot too, who wrote a lot of those early stories and introduced the Justice Society. But
ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing an episode of influential people in comic books down the road for Breaking the Code, so keep an eye out for that.
I would love that. Absolutely. All right, ready for the showcase?
Yes, showcase. Sal, what is Uncle Gary showing?
What am I showing?
He has no idea. Uncle Gary, you do let us know.
All right, here we go. What we're going to show is the original Volume 1 run of Swamp Thing that started out in the early to mid 70s. First appearance was House of Secrets 92. I've shown that before on the show, but we're going to do the first 10 issues of Swamp Thing. There's a beautiful Bernie Swamp Thing #1.
So nice.
That
sweet
purple
copy
on there is that's
the
really
fellas didn't even see these yet. The fellas haven't seen these. I haven't broken this box out for them. That's Swamp Thing 1.
Love it.
What about a nice Swamp Thing 2?
Oh.
And these books, all the great gothic horror tropes. I mean, we have the origin of the Alec Holland Swamp Thing, and then the evil arcane was introduced in this. In #3, we have a Frankenstein creature, the Patchwork Man, introduced. And all these are great Bernie Wrightson covers. #4, a fantastic werewolf story. And I showed the guys the full-page spread of the werewolf in my Bernie Wrightson artist edition book. Spectacular.
I am loving the color changes on the title card.
Yeah.
I'm digging that.
Absolutely.
I really like the purple on the first issue.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, me too. Me too. Swamp Thing 5, Witches in New England.
Wow.
This was a really cool book. This is the first time Swamp Thing gets his arm cut off by a scythe, and the arm grows back.
Oh, wow.
They hadn't shown that before. And then issues later, the discarded arm grows into another Swamp Thing.
Oh.
It doesn't have a mind. It's called the Mirror Monster. It doesn't have a mind. It's a mind.
Wow.
Okay, issue 6, which is a gentleman that has created a robotic town of inhabitants that he has created. Issue 7 is the great crossover issue. Swampy goes to Gotham.
Oh, fighting the Batman.
Wasn't much of a fight.
That not.
Swamp Thing got tired of Batman trying and just bam, backhanded him.
See ya.
Done deal.
That's
Great
awesome.
And I'm done with this guy.
That's right. #8.
That's pretty.
I
like
love that. That's a good cover.
#8, demonic creature there. I think y'all have seen this before.
I've never seen that in a day in my life.
I could do the
There you go, Dan. There you go, baby.
That looks fake to me. Come on.
Swamp
Yeah.
Thing
Show us-
bingo, ladies and gentlemen.
show us the real thing. Come on.
I
That
know.
looks fake.
You want to see the real thing?
That's what I'm going to
So-
do. I'm not going to have it on the rack. I'm just constantly going to have it beside me. And
There
every
you go.
time you shut off, I'm going to be like, oh, look what I got too.
Hey, I'm good with that. And again, what a great story. This is a great story.
Yes. Yes.
Swamp Thing 10. This may be my favorite ghost story I've ever
Wow.
read in a comic. Arcane is mutilated at the end of issue 2, and his unmen put him back together. And they don't do a good job, but they put him back together. And he comes to get retribution from Swamp Thing. And the ghosts in the bayou take a hand in this issue.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It is a wonderful ghost story.
Cover's
Them
fantastic.
covers are very telling. I mean, they're very detailed.
They're
Oh.
intense.
Bernie.
Yeah.
And again, look at the colors on it. Look at the color of the card, the
Yeah.
title card.
And that was the last Wrightson on there, right?
That was the last Wrightson. And now there's 4 I'll show you. It went 24 issues, volume 1, before it was canceled. But there are Nestor Redondo takes over, and I think he does a really good job. And he's a Filipino artist. Here's number 12.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's great.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
12, 13, I think, is pretty spectacular.
Oh, that's great
Ooh.
too.
So he did a really good job with it.
That looks definitely like an old horror.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
If you think that's horror, how about this? 15.
Wow. They're kind of losing the solid color and the
At the top.
They are. It's different. Yep. They went different. And then the last one I'll show you is this one that I just think is really cool.
ooh, that's nice.
That's a good cover.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these are all by Nestor Redondo. So there you go. Those are from Volume 1 of Swamp Thing. Went 24 issues. I love the book. I love the title. And
All
there you
right.
go. That is your classic showcase for today. And if you have not read the first 10 issues of Swamp Thing, they are available in trade paperback. They are available in larger hardbacks. Read them. These are gothic comic masterpieces. Dan, you've read them.
I've read. I haven't read a bunch of them, but I did read some of them when I was a kid.
Yeah, they gotta read them, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is no secret that Uncle Gary is passionate about Swamp Thing. So definitely check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get out of here, but we're not going to be gone for long. We're going to come back in a couple of minutes with part 2 of Codex After Dark. That would be Breaking the Code. Sal, what is the topic this week?
The topic this week for Breaking the Code is variance. Cash grab or opportunity.
Oh, yeah. And we got a lot to talk about that. So stick around. If you're catching this after we have been live and it's recorded, go watch that episode after you're done watching this one.
That's right.
Do
Be a
it.
good time.
Yeah, I'll do it now.
Do it now. Get to the episode.
Get to
All
the
right.
chopper.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead and get out of here, but don't forget to find us on all the socials, your favorite social media platform, and where we live stream right now. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station. Dan's giving you the finger, letting you know where it's at. He's deucing it for you. So there you
We
go.
have all the social diseases.
That
them
is
all.
correct. At the Codex Station, ladies and gentlemen. Also,
And
don't
we're sharing
forget. Yes. Yes, please.
You better be careful, or I'll expand my empire from Instagram and I'll buy the whole internet.
Oh, God.
He's going to
Oh.
tell you more about that
Oh.
here in a second. But first, go ahead and use your smarty smartphone and scan that Patreon code and help us out on Patreon.
It's up there.
2 awesome tiers. Yep, right over there in the corner. 2 awesome tiers. Really inexpensive. cost of a cup of coffee. And not only would we be appreciative, but you get personal access to us. And you can
Right.
ask your favorite host questions. You can sit down and talk Gothic horror comics with Uncle Gary. You can talk about what it's
All
like
day.
to be a multi-billionaire with Dan from
With
Dan
Dan?
Kelly Art. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
talk about how Sal the Slab Fairy goes and puts slabs under good kids' pillows. And you can even talk to me about how not terrible I am. That would be amazing.
You
Does
can,
the Slab Fairy give 9 twos to naughty boys, Tim?
Yes, he does. And that's why I have one
naughty
right
boys.
here.
Exactly.
Way to phrase it.
God
Yeah.
almighty. So yeah, go to patreon.com/.
You can hear Tim's TED talk about the greatness of Zeb Wells,
yeah, 110%.
the visionary that
Absolutely.
is Zeb Wells.
Well, the visionary.
Sal. I don't want to talk about Zeb anymore. I want to talk about you. Tell everybody where they can find you when you're not doing Codex stuff.
All right. You can find me on YouTube under Sal's Comic Corner. And of course, when Dan allows, on Instagram as the Slab Guy 77.
There you go. Dan, why do you own Instagram and why are we not allowed to post there unless you say so?
Well, I am a gracious overlord, but I can be vengeful as well.
Nice.
I do not own Instagram. I wish I did, because then I would have a really awesome comic collection.
Look behind him,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen. He's
doing all right.
You can find me on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. I post a few times a week, like the Aquaman picture that Uncle Gary showed.
That's right.
I took the progress pics of it as I went along, so I'll be posting more of it next week along with some other stuff. So go check it out.
He did that. He did that.
There you go.
Yeah, and someone asked
Commissions
the other day I should ask. A couple people have asked me if I have prints. So I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'll get some prints made and put them up there. So we'll see.
Nice. Here we go. All right, Dan.
Again, a
moving
way
right
for your
along.
money to become my money.
Yes.
And he loves drawing scales, people. He loves
Yes.
drawing those scales.
Oh,
The
He
more
works for
detail, the
scale.
better.
He works for scale.
There you go. Uncle Gary, let everybody know where they can catch you when you are not doing Codex stuff. Good sir.
You can catch me at Comic Logic, the only comic book store in Loudoun County, Virginia. If you're in Northern Virginia, come see us. You can catch me every Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock, getting my fix right in my veins of my new books. Come see us, and we will talk comics. Also, Comic
And
Logic.
check out the on the spot that
Oh.
we did there to see how awesome the store is.
Thank you for
Definitely.
that. Thank you for that. Thank you for
Yes.
Tim editing that great spot, and thank you for my brothers there, Sal, and for Dan coming by and being a part of that. And it was a great day. So yeah, come to Comic Logic, Northern Virginia. I also do a Facebook Live show, Comic Logic, first Thursday of every month. We do a preview show talking about the new books that are available in the previews magazines that we can order for you. And then the second and third Thursday of every month, we have three of the owners. We get together and we have our Ye Grumpier Olds Nerds show, where we talk comics, we talk sports, movies, TV. We talk a lot of old man stuff. So come watch us pontificate. And also, I am putting on Facebook. I am under the moniker Opie Taylor, and on the Comic Character of the Day site that our buddy Archduke Kevy created, where most of us have met through, wonderful site. I am posting the covers of the day, and a lot of times I'll match up the covers with the character. I think today Kevy had Deathstroke, so of course I have to put a cover of Deathstroke and Yogi Bear together. So I mean, isn't that wonderful?
I can't wait to see some high science fiction covers on there.
You know what? That can certainly happen, my brother.
Right on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Archduke Kevy is going to be joining us here in a couple of minutes. We will be back, but if this is it for you tonight, we love you. It is awesome. It is amazing that you are here. We are just glad to share our love of comics with you. I speak for everybody when I say thank you very much. We are extremely appreciative of the fan base that we have built over these past couple of years, and it's just the start, guys. We've got so much in the pipeline, so much more coming, and so much more amazing stuff.
What
So,
number are we going towards? What number?
the big
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost there. We got a little over 50 to go, so definitely help us get to that. And we got some sweet swag
You are
for
going to want to win.
one
Yeah.
lucky person, and we will be given more information about that here soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Tim the Terrible. This is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is Dan Kelly Art, and right next to him is Uncle Gary. This is Comics of the Week, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
Hey, Sal, gaping holes.
Oh my God.